Hi there, I'm Randy Cross, and this is the Randy Cross Podcast. I want to thank you for joining us. We had intended on having a guest today. Had a last-second cancellation, so the show will look a little, it'll be abbreviated, but we're still going to make a show, because, hey, we're here. Let's do it. Alrighty, let's start with the wonderful world of sports. All right, in the wonderful world of sports, lots of stuff happening, which is kind of funny to say. It's a little bit of niche sports like we've talked about. Yeah, we've got our Australian football leagues, and we've got professional cornhole, and we've got darts, and the NBA's practicing, and Major League Baseball's playing, and the PGA is playing. But the big boys are coming back. And when I say the big boys, I mean the NFL and college football. NFL training camps open today. Today is Tuesday, so guys will be reporting. When you see the reports, though, when you see the video from their practices, just be aware of what you're going to really see. There's going to be social distancing. The coaches, everybody's going to be wearing masks. It'll look a little bit strange, at least initially. Eventually, if things go well, everybody tests positively, and I mean that in a good way positive, not a bad way positive, then they'll start actually practicing. That means they'll social distance less, because you can't play football in social distance. It's a antisocial function when you think about it. But that's coming, and college football is experiencing right now what they refer to as the summer access period. And when they talk about summer access, check it out online. Go read some of your local articles about college football. The coaches are standing like from here to the wall. They're social distancing. They're 6 feet away, and player A's in a mask and player B's in a mask, and he's simulating what he wants them to do and how he wants to cut or what they're supposed to do. But when it gets down to the pads, they're going to have to do normal football things. Now, there's very much a question in college football as to if it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, what the procedures are. In the NFL and the NFLPA agreed to a series of rules and procedures that they're going to follow through this entire thing. College football doesn't have a body like that. They don't have a union. They don't have player representation. The only representatives of the players really are the parents. And when you think about it, legally, these are not children. Legally, these are adults. They're all over 18 predominantly. I'd say, out of the thousands that play, you may have a few that are 17, but they're predominantly over 18 years old, making their own decision. Choosing to do a lot of this. They will have to sign waivers. They will, like the professionals, have to take some of the responsibility, but that, when it comes down to it, they're going to be as isolated and they're going to be as much in a bubble as they allow themselves to be. Because at the end of the day, you can't really tell an adult legally how they're supposed to live their life, how they're supposed to go about their business. You can ask, you can issue a few mandates and hope it sticks, but the bottom line is, what was that line? People do what people do. People do what people want to do. Something like that. And that, in the end, will a little bit be a problem about what's going on. Hey, that's it for the world of sports. Let's go to the Wambulance.
You better grab your blankie and just squeeze it real tight. These people need to get a real life.
All right, this week's Wambulance, it was no contest as to what it should be. And, let's roll it first. Let's show you the Wambulance, because it doesn't take long, and it's worth the effort. Watch Dr. Fauci throw out the first pitch. See, watch this. Okay. Nice, huh? Yeah. Well, all they talked about on the news was, hey, he was the captain of his high school basketball team, so he's an athlete. Well, you don't necessarily have to be a great athlete to throw a baseball, but if you're not a very good athlete, it will expose you. In fact, we're going to do this. Watch this. Now, side by side, we'll show you something. All right? Now watch. One side will be Anthony Fauci. Other side is 50 Cent. Okay? Rapper, doctor. Isn't it eerie? Now watch them throw the first pitch. It's like they had the same instructor. It's exactly the same. Kind of makes you wonder, huh? But when you think about first pitches, there's some very, very famous first pitches, whether it was George Bush at Yankee Stadium right after 9/11. And the thing that we find out afterwards, which made a lot of sense, was he was wearing a big, bulky, bulletproof vest. And that would kind of hold you back. Hey, Barack Obama threw out first pitches, and he's a lefty. So, hey, not too bad. Donald Trump threw out a first pitch the other day at Yankee Stadium. Did a pretty good job. There's plenty of presidents, plenty of celeb types. I know that, what was it? Derek Jeter told George Bush before that first pitch at Yankee Stadium, says, good luck, but you know if you bounce it, they're going to boo you. Didn't bounce it, didn't get booed. Everything went well. Dr. Fauci, 50 Cent, work on your business, will you? Let's check out our feel-good story of the week.
This is the good news. This is the good news.
All right, our feel-good story of the week, again, from the dodo. I think you'll really enjoy this. And it's typical pets. It's people and their animals. And in this case, it's owner and Dennis. Dennis the dog. But you got to watch this video. And when you hear one word, watch what happens. Dennis doesn't seem too excited, doesn't seem too cooperative. But God help you if you mention the word beach. B-E-A-C-H. Check it out.
So my dog, Dennis, that guy, is absolutely obsessed with the beach. I can't even say the word out loud because he gets so excited and throws a complete tantrum. And he does it every single time. Hey Dennis, do you want the fridge? Do you want to go to bed? Do you want to go to the toilet? Or do you want to go to the beach? You want to go to the beach? What are we doing? Are we going to go to the beach and play with sticks? And swim? And swim in the water? What's your favorite? What's your favorite? What's your favorite part about the beach? I love everything about it. Let's go swimming. Come on. Let's go. Okay, we'll go to the beach. Okay, let's go. Dennis, you wanna go to the beach then? You do? You wanna? Here we go. So it's about a 5-minute drive to the beach. And there's this one turn off where he knows exactly where we're going. 3, 2, 1. There it comes. Yes, Danny, this is it. Come on. Good boy. What was that? What?
Yeah, Dennis, I don't blame you. And as beautiful as that beach is, and by the way, it is in Australia, the interesting thing to me, not only is his reaction to the word beach, what do you call that? That's not barking. I mean, it's almost like the dog is actually talking because he's so excited. I think that's pretty cool. Hey, want to remind you where you found us. As always, go to randycross.com. You can find anything you need there at randycross.com that's podcast related. And if you have any suggestions or people you'd like us to talk to, it's rcrosspodcast@gmail.com. Go to Twitter, go to Facebook, go to all those things. All right? Time for us to go now. But as always, we're going to say, you know what? Hold my beer and check out this Happy Trails.